and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Mavuika and Emilie, looking at how to build them, how they work, whether it's still worth pulling for them, and hopefully doing a couple summons for Emilie at the end. But before we head into the video, I just want to make a small announcement. Good morning! Good morning, gamers! Today is a super exciting video today. We're going to be talking about Mavuika and Emilie, whether they're worth pulling for your account, what characters they work with, their kits, their functions, how to build them a little bit. I am just going to make a small disclaimer. I am by no means a theory crafter. If you want to go and look at actual statistics, some numbers, the maths behind all of this, I highly recommend you go and check out either a content creator like Jeff. He is so insanely knowledgeable, far more than I could ever be. Or if you want something written and actually to read how to build them, I highly recommend you check out KQM or Kuching Mains. They're amazing. I use them as a reference for so many of the characters that I've personally built on my account because they're really good. But today we're going to be talking about my opinion on these characters. So as you can tell, this is not my account. This is not my account by a long shot, as I don't actually own Mavuika or Emilie on my actual account. I do want to do just a small disclaimer because I fear I would probably get some comments about it if I didn't. Just because I didn't personally pull for these characters doesn't mean that I think they're bad in any way or that you shouldn't pull for them. And if I do think that you should pull for them, it's not just because, oh, you should do it because of meta and I'm gonna actually explain why I think you should pull for them based off of your account, who you have and who you don't. So I'll start off by explaining why I didn't pull for either of these characters, because I feel like that's justified in a video. Just for reference, the first half of this video is going to be me talking about Emilie and the second half is going to be me talking about Mavuika. This video will have some timestamps, so if you're just interested in one character, I will make sure to put those and have a look so you can have easy access to what you want to look at. For Mavuika, the reason I didn't pull for her was because the priority for me was on Sitlali when she released. I, as a person and as a player, prefer to pull for supports over DPSs. I feel like supports are more generic. You can use them with multiple characters, multiple units, and obviously Mavuika does have the benefit of being able to apply an element from off-field, but I wouldn't consider her a support. And for me, at the same time that Mavuika came out, obviously Pyro MC came out at the same time, and I wanted to focus on using them as a free-to-play option. In all honesty, if Emilie wasn't rerunning with Mavuika, I probably would be picking up Mavuika at this current moment in time because I personally want her for Varessa Overload. So I would really like to have her. It's just unfortunate timing that she's running alongside Emilie, who for me was a higher priority because I skipped Emilie back in 4.8 for Mualani in 5.0. As I just said, I had the whole intention of pulling for Emilie. I've always loved her kit. While her design has never been my personal favourite, I've always loved the idea of her kit, and Burning and Burgeon is just a reaction that I've always enjoyed. It was just such unfortunate timing with Mualani's release in 5.0 that I had to skip her, and she hasn't had a rerun yet, so I will be pulling for her. She is on my list. I just lost my 50-50 to Diluc, so I am guaranteed. So let's talk about Emilie. Emilie is such a good unit. I absolutely adore Emilie. My main problem with the Genshin community when it comes to Emilie is I feel like people attach her too much to Knight. So I'm not going to be talking about Knight. Yes, he's very, very good with her, but I feel like people hold her too closely to Knight. So today we're going to be looking at her teams that don't involve Knight to prove that she isn't just this one support for Knight and that she can be used. I have borrowed somebody's account, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview as this isn't mine. We do have her on a level 90 R4 deathmatch. She is on her signature set Unfinished Reverie. C0 with... Can we level that up? Is that something? Now she is double 8 and she is level 90. The team that I'm going to mostly showcase today is going to be this Arlecchino team. Emilie really benefits in an Arlecchino team, not because she can buff Arlecchino in any way. Obviously, if you were to put her on a set like Tenacity of the Millilith, 1 cent can be created every 2 seconds. Yeah, so she could in theory use Tenacity of the Millilith if you wanted a buffing set for a character like Arlecchino, if you wanted to make her a buffer. But to be perfectly honest, her damage is so significant significant and such a large portion of her kit, I think it's a waste to solely put her as a buffer. I consider Emilie and Escoffier to be very, very similar, where you could build them purely as either a support or as a healer slash, in Emilie's case, a buffer, but their damage is so significant and a portion of their kit that you should be building around that I think it's a waste, and I would rather go on a more damage oriented set like Unfinished Reverie. In the case of Emilie, if she is the sole Dendro user in your team, I can highly recommend using Deepwood Memories instead of Unfinished Reverie, especially if you don't want to farm Unfinished Reverie. If you don't have a unit like Arlecchino that can benefit from the other set, or Clorand, it becomes a little more redundant to be farming Unfinished Reverie. But the general rule of thumb in a Knight team is that you can have one of your Pyro applicators, like if you're using Bennett or Dihya, even Toma to a certain degree, would be holding Deepwood in that sense because their sets matter a little bit less. And Deepwood is a really good set for that because it doesn't have the restriction of the wearer having to deal Dendro damage, just Dendro damage has to occur. Emilie has some really good free-to-play options. Favonia's Lance is always a tried and true method, especially for polearms. It's really good. It will do what you want it to do. If you do spend a little bit of money and you have the Battle Pass Deathmatch, that's also a really strong option for your account. Shangling's the catch is also a decent choice. Any 5-star like Calamity Queller, Engulfing Lightning, Skyward Spine, say you lost a 50-50 when you were trying for a different weapon, they can also work quite well in slot. There are 2 event weapons that work quite well for Emilie. Missive Wind Spear is one of them. I don't personally have it, I wasn't playing during that event, but one of the more recent event weapons, Tamayorotai no Ohanashi, is also a pretty good shot for her. I think most people use it on Ian Sim, but it has energy recharge and it increases attack after using an elemental skill, so it's pretty decent for Emilie as a choice. I think it's time to test this team out. Just for a quick overview of the team that we're going to be using, this is an Arlecchino that is C1, does have her signature weapon. She is also crowned on her normal attack. We have a Kazuha that is on his signature weapon with no artifacts. What the fuck? Let me try that again. There is a Kazuha with his signature weapon. He has artifacts on him. He is C0. Obviously, he has a level 9 burst. We have a level 90 Bennett with a Skyward Blade at level 90. He is on Noblesse Oblige. He is C6 and he is level 9 on his burst. That was genuinely a jump scare from Kazuha there. I'm not sure of the rotation, so I'm just going to try out what I think is right and hope for the best. Okay, so I'm assuming those were the higher scent levels at the beginning then. I want to try... I think I want to try that again. Something a little bit weaker so we can get a real good look at the numbers. Hello. We're going to Bennett. We're going to E. Okay, so 5,000, 6,000, 12,000, 14, 15, 15, 14, 14, 14. There was a 62 in there, and I honestly couldn't tell you where that was from. I want to try and find something a little bit more tanky so that we can properly look at her damage alongside Arlecchino. So we're going to go and have a look through the Abyss. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Swirl, Bennett, E, Burst. I see a 33, 27, 27. 10s, 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 10s across the board. Let me try that again. E. Kazuha, Swirl. Bennett. EQ. That's a 50,000. And we're gonna E. 7,000. 15, 12. A lot of 10s. What's the big number? I didn't get to see it. Okay. Can I try that again, please? Forgive me if I'm not doing the best Arlecchino rotation. I am not an Arlecchino player by any means, and you'll see that is evident as well when I start playing Mavuika. So let's look at some more Emilie teams. In all honesty, you probably could do a Mavuika Emilie team as well if you swapped out Arlecchino here for Mavuika. This is another one of my personal favorite Emilie teams that I really enjoy because Linny does bonus damage if an enemy is applied with Pyro, meaning that Emilie can keep that pyro applied to him quite consistently, which means that you could swap out a slot here that would have potentially been someone like Shangling for extra pyro application with somebody that could provide either damage mitigation, interruption resistance, or even shielding. So in this case, I'm going to use D here because she's a standard character. If it were me, however, the way that I have mine built, I would use a Xinyan here for her shield. I think Toma can also work if you have him built, but I don't think, yeah, no. Level 70 Chevreuse. This is the kind of team as well where you could afford to have one of your pyro units on Deepwood, so I'm just going to chuck D here on a Deepwood set. Linny is on 43 over 243. We have his signature weapon. He is on Marechaussee Hunter. He has a crown on his normal attack. He is C0. I think I know what the rotation is. Who knows? Gonna burst, gonna E, and bonk. One rotation, that's not too bad. That's actually pretty decent. Emilie's main role won't be buffing your character, supporting your character, but just increasing the overall team DPS. Especially in a team like Linny where he's charged attacking, which means there's going to be some time in the rotation where no damage is happening from your DPS because you are charging up that shot. Emilie can provide some damage from off field, and personally, I honestly think this might be my personal favorite Emilie team, just for the fact that it can offset that damage that you're losing whilst Linny is charged attacking. She's just incredible. I love Emilie. She's fantastic. I think she's very unique in the way that she benefits to pyro units over sort of bloom, as most dendro units seem to. Even if you don't have Knight, you can still find ways to use her. I would say a lot of people are Hydro mains. I'm going to sort out this Mualani team and prove to you that Emilie is still really, really good even in this team. We have Mualani. She is on her signature weapon. She is on Obsidian Codex with C1 and double crowned. We're going to do the exact same. We're going to D here. We're going to swirl the pyro. We're going to Emilie EQ. And then we're going to go on field with Mualani. We've got 383. We got 100 there, and then I didn't see what that was, but I think that was just short of 200. Emilie once again works really well with Mualani or just any vape-centered hydro DPS because of the fact that she can keep that pyro applied via burning really well. But once again, it's mainly the benefit of her team DPS as well to increase that damage once again, especially if you have a lower constellation Mualani where you can't just hit it once and then immediately do your E. You have to go 1, 2, 3 as you're going around. It can help with some of that time saving whilst also dealing damage, so you're not at a random interval with no damage being applied to an enemy. This is a very silly team, but it's fun in its own stupid way. It's called the Air Fryer. It's so stupid, man. Why does that work? I think it's time to look at Mavuika. Hello. One thing that we should be aware about Mavuika on this account, we do not have a Sitlali, so I am going to be using Ayako for cryo application for any showcase, so obviously we are missing the damage boost from Sitlali. One of the things that I really like about Mavuika as a character is just how versatile she is. Do you want a pyro DPS? You can have her as a pyro DPS. Do you want her as an off-field pyro applicator that can also buff via Cinder City and her burst? You can do that. I think it's really cool to have Archons be more versatile in their builds. For example, like Raiden Shogun can also do the same thing. However, today we're just going to be showcasing off DPS Mavuika, as that is how Jibril has them built. I don't think we have enough Cinder City pieces to maybe try out pyro application. Maybe? Okay, we just don't have any of them leveled, apparently. We definitely don't have enough pieces to try out Cinder City Mavuika, but we can definitely try out DPS. Mavuika's a weird one because of the fact that she has Obsidian Codex. Anything with a very high crit rate doesn't particularly benefit her because she often already has enough just via substats from farming. Her signature weapon is obviously going to be a really, really strong choice for her. There's other ones like the Battle Pass Talking Stick is a decent option. Obviously, even though it does have high crit rate, if you can balance that correctly, Serpent Spine is a good choice. Mailed Flower is one that I see a lot of people use because she can benefit especially in melt teams with this EM, and she does get her attack increase as well during this. Just another friendly reminder as well, even if she can't benefit from the energy recharge from a Favonius Greatsword, she can still generate particles for the team. So if you have this weapon and it's like the only thing that you have for a supportive build, you may think that it's useless, but she can still generate particles for the team, which is sort of the main benefit of a Favonius weapon. So don't think too much on it. But we still have a R1 Mavuika on Obsidian Codex. She is double 8. We have a Jalonen on Flute of a Spitzel, Cinder City, C0 with a crown on her E. For the vape showcase, we're just going to be using Farina Tried and True signature weapon on Golden Troop, C0. Back to the triangle we go. $68, 113. So when we vape, we're getting 113, and the big hit for 400 on a vape. Let's try out Melt. You will have to forgive my Mavuika rotations. I don't own her, and one of the reasons why I didn't pull for her initially is because I just don't enjoy her gameplay that much. I am by no means a Mavuika player. Is that 600? 600k and 169, I think, off of the charged attack. She's insane. Let's be realistic. I don't think Mavuika really needs an introduction as a damage dealer. She's a fantastic DPS. She's the Archon of the nation. If you want a really good, easy to invest in damage dealer, Mavuika's great. Obviously, as with any unit, she will lose damage without her premium team, which is Jalonen and Sitlali with it. However, she is still insanely good. She's such a strong DPS, and to be honest, I think she's so versatile that I think it's worth picking her up, even if you maybe don't enjoy her gameplay. The meta is currently shifting towards these types of units and a heavy focus on Mavuika and Skirk at the current moment in time. Obviously, as with anything, the meta will change. If you don't want to pull for her, don't. A new character will come out eventually that will become the focus of the meta. That's just how the game works, unfortunately. But if you are in the market for a good Pyro DPS, I can't recommend her enough. She's really good. I think we should take her into the Abyss. I think it's only fair since we also took in Emilie. This one is kind of geared towards Mavuika anyway, so let's get rid of some of these. 700k, Jesus. Ooh, that was a near million. If that was Sitlali, that would have been a million. That would have guaranteed been a million. We're gonna go for one final strike. Huzzah! I am great! She has so much crit rate. Given that we don't have a Cinder City set, I am just gonna do a vague, like, showcase of Mavuika as an off-field support. Obviously, it would be better on Cinder City, but I don't have a Cinder City set to use. A cheeky little Mumalani team, I think. We'll show everybody off. We'll do a Mavuika, Emilie Mavuika, Mumalani team. Ah! 500. 260. Both of these units are really good. In all honesty, I really like both of them. I don't think that I would say... Oftentimes when characters are put on banners together, it's looked at, you pin them against each other. And unless they are the exact same character, I don't think there's any benefit in doing so. Unless Mavuika was an off-field dendro applicator for burning, I don't think that you can compare them in the same way that I don't think unless Emilie was a pyro DPS. I don't think there's a need to compare them, especially when you can use them together anyway. I think they both do very different things, and it will depend on your account as to whether you benefit from that or not. If you plan on topping up this patch, I cannot recommend using Loot Bar enough. Loot Bar is a secure game trading platform offering both game top-ups and item trading for a fraction of the price offered in store. They support games such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Infinity Nikki, Love and Deep Space, and many, many more. The process is also super easy. I'm going to be topping up in Genshin to show you. Simply select your desired pack, enter your account UID and region, choose chose the way that you'd like to pay, and it arrived before Mualani could even finish her idle animation. But you don't just have to take my word for it. Loot Bar has over 20,000 positive reviews with a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. Please feel free to use my affiliate link in the description to start saving, and new users will also receive a 10% off coupon when joining. Thank you, Loot Bar, for supporting this channel, and let's get back to the video. I think it's time to go and do my Emilie polls. Shall we? I'm so ready. Who did that? Oh my god. Who did that? Oh, not me. It wasn't me, chat, I swear.
It is a lie.
Apparently, Emilie is in TCG, so I think we should go and sit next to her. Emilie? Emilie? Who lied to me and said you were here? You're not Emilie, you're Beidou! Go away! I've been lied to, what the fuck? Right, where should we do our Emilie pulls? Where should we do them? I think Fontaine? She doesn't really have like a place. Most of her story quest was in Sumeru. Okay, we'll just send it. We'll just go to Fontaine. We're gonna bring in all the people she loves. We're gonna bring Emilie come home. She loves the Traveler. She loves Chevreuse? Do they have canonical interactions? Am I making stuff up? Have I been looking at too much fan art? Do Chevreuse and Emilie even have like a... Am I getting mixed up between Chiori and Chevreuse? I think I might be. Okay, we'll chuck in Chevreuse there just for shits and giggles. Come home, Emilie. Ignore this. I'm not a whale. I'm a free-to-play player, I swear. I'm a free-to-play player! I'm a free-to-play player! Just don't look at me. Okay. I'm at, like, no pity, by the way, and I have every 4-star, so I'm literally just here for Emilie. This should be, like, 23, I think? 23? No. Okay. Hi, Shangling. 33. Favonius Codex. 43. I really wanted to go for her weapon. Oh, okay! 43. That's really early. Okay. Oh, I forgot to switch my language to English. I literally forget to do that all the time. Hi, Yo-Yo.
ごきげんよう、エミリエと申します。香水に関するお仕事の依頼でしょうか。他のご用事でしたら、静かな場所に移ってお話しいたしましょう。
Weapon time! I actually have a bit of pity on the weapon banner. I think I have like 20 pity. Ooh, standard wishes. Yummy. Right, weapon banner. I am actually at like 19, so we should do a single and then 5, 10, 15, yeah, 19. So, oh, I pressed the wrong button. Emilie! Hi! I actually have stuff for you as well. I've actually been pre-farming like a good content creator. I've been pre-farming! Yippee! Look, if I do a little bit of leveling, will you be nice? Will you be nice? Yes. We'll do one single and then we'll start doing temples from there. So we will see a 5-star. It's just whether or not it's Lumido's Elegy. I have set the path, haven't I? Yes, okay. 30 pity! Do I want any of the 4-stars? They're all kind of stinky, I think. Unless we get like some off-banner Aurorons. That would be kind of cool. Give me a 4-star that I... Okay, no. Okay, we're not playing this game. No. 40! Oh my god, it was worth it just for that. Auroron! Yippee! Was I at 40? I forget. 50? No, no, don't, no. Okay, come on. Oh god. No. I don't have any wishes left. What am I supposed to do? Please just don't be Mavuikas. Just don't be Mavuikas. Actually, to be fair, no, I do want Mavuikas. Be Mavuikas if it's a loss. Lumido's Elegy. Lumido's Elegy. Lumido's... Man, that could have been Mavuika's. Okay, we have enough for 2 temples. 2 temples. 2 temples. Okay. Everybody don't worry, it's fine, because I'm gonna get it in this temple! Yeah! Yes! Look at that. Lumido's Elegy. Suck my ass. Shall we do a temple for Mavuika? I think we should do a temple for Mavuika. I think it'd be funny. Mavuika! Come home! Okay. Yay! It's fine. Ignore the fact that I lost every 50-50 for Emilie. It's fine. Isn't she pretty, chat? Isn't... Oh god, the weapon looks so ugly. I'm so sorry. Listen, it's a good weapon. I like people's signature weapons being on them. It's a freaking ugly weapon. I have pieces for you, Emilie. I swear they're on my Fremine. I actually did get some insane pieces. Can we talk about some of these? Why did I get so many with double crit? I don't think you're ready for the goblet that I got her. Look at this! Wow. She's gonna be a beast. She's gonna be so good. We have lots of stuff to level her with. Okay, I just have no enhancement things. I ran out of materials. Remember how I said I pre-farmed for her? Remember how I lied like that to you guys so easily? Oh, wait, I can Stardust exchange. Haha. I didn't lie. I mean, I kind of did. Why am I always out of enhancement orbs? I swear I never freaking have any. So, like, in theory, I don't mind losing if I win it early again. Like, if I get it, if I lose early, I don't mind as much. I lost at like 70 pity though. But then I won at like 40, and then I lost the weapon banner at like 40, but then I lost the weapon banner at like 60, and then I won it at like 20. So did we really lose? I would like to say we didn't. Oh god, we need to get those ugly wings off of you this instant. Who gave you those? Those are kind of nice. Those look awful. Those look awful. These ones are so ugly. I'm sorry. The Xbox ones look awful. Well, thank you so much for watching. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer trying to get Emilie and her weapon. The next video that I should be posting, in theory, should be 4 stars only. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching as always. Once again, I have mentioned this in the last video. My Instagram got hacked, so if you were following, I highly recommend you go and check out the new Instagram at It's Not Whatsful. The other day, we hit 30k over on TikTok, and I cannot thank you enough. One of my goals this year was before September 1st, which is my birthday, by the way, was to hit 30k on YouTube, 8k on Instagram. Obviously, unfortunately, we lost that account, and 20k here on YouTube. The last one that I have to hit is 20k here on YouTube. As of filming this, I have 18,700. So we are so close and just short of 2 months away from my birthday. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, it really does help me out. Thank you once again to Loot Bar for sponsoring these pulls, for supporting this channel. I always really appreciate you helping out and helping us create some more content. I highly recommend, if you want to save some money this patch or just in general, to use Loot Bar. It doesn't have to be through my affiliate link. I really do just believe in their service. It's saved me so much money just using them. I use them for my own pulls that aren't sponsored. I use them for my giveaways. They're really good. Thank you again to Jibril for letting me borrow his account to showcase Emilie and talk about Mavuika at the beginning. I hope you have a very good day, evening, or night, wherever you are, and drive safe. Have a good day. Kiss, kiss. Bye bye.